Hi there guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Yolanda. Today I'm going to chat to you and give you some ideas as to what you can have for breakfast. I've been asked this question so many times and I thought, let me come on here and make a little video and then we can have a chat. So stay tuned. I get asked this question so many times, what can I have for breakfast when I'm doing keto, low carb or banting? For me, I would, if I'm not that hungry in the mornings, but I'm feeling a bit peckish, I would then go ahead and make me a nice bulletproof coffee. Next question would be, what is bulletproof coffee? So bulletproof coffee is just your normal coffee, whether it's filtered or instant coffee. You would add some fresh cream, MCT oil and some butter and blend that together in a blender, and that would be your bulletproof coffee. You can also do coffee, butter, MCT oil, or you can just do coffee, cream, MCT oil. Another favorite of mine is to do my coffee, my coconut milk and my MCT oil, and then I would blend that in a blender. That would be a meal for me to start my day. Now the other thing that you can also do is that you can stock up, or you should be stocked up with some eggs, because eggs will be your most budget friendly and also very versatile in terms of what you can do with your eggs. So you can either do a cheese omelette with some avo, and I will insert some pictures here at the bottom for you to just get an idea as to what it looks like. And you can also go ahead and just check out my Instagram account and go and check it out there and see what I would have for breakfast in the mornings. So like I said, cheese omelette and avo would be your best friend. If you don't have an avo, it's fine, you can just do the cheese omelette. You can also do boiled eggs with some mayo, and you can also then put that on a bed of spinach, on a bed of lettuce and some cucumber, and you can have that as breakfast as well. You can obviously do it as you can obviously do fried as well, or poached, also on lettuce and also on some spinach if you like. Then the other thing you can also do, you can add some bacon to your eggs, you can add some cold meats to your eggs. Just check the labels and check the ingredients to make sure with the curing process that there's not too much sugar added to the bacon or to the cold meats, etc. So just check your ingredients on the back of your products. There are times when I'm having dirty keto, I would then just have some veganas, an egg, or just have veganas, and I'll have a little bit of a side salad with some cucumber, some lettuce and some tomato. Eggs is my staple for my breakfast. And then the other options that you can look at is the Carb Clever products at your Woolies stores. And this is not sponsored, it's just products that I've been using and I've been loving, and it makes life just so much easier, whether it's for breakfast, lunch or supper. So what are the options other than your bulletproof coffee or your eggs and your bacon and your avo and etc, etc. So let's just see what the options are. So like I said, I normally get some yogurt, and I prefer the double cream plain yogurt, whether it's the Woolies brand, whether it's Lancewood, whether it's the Spa brand, whichever brand you can find, but just make sure that you do the double cream. It's much nicer, and the taste is just better. I just love it, and the fat content obviously is what we're going for, so it's much higher in fat, so this will be a good option for you to choose. So what are the Carb Clever items or products I can get from my store? And this would be one of them. They've got quite a few, or they've got a few options that is available. The ones that I like to get is called the coconut and vanilla flavored granola. It's very, very nice. I love it, and it's very, very high in fiber. So yes, if you check the ingredients at the back of the list, there is a bit of honey, but let's just have a look and see. So you'll see that your nuts and your seeds and your coconut flakes and all of those things rank quite high. Is probably like in the top 5 of your products, and then honey is quite low on here, so which to me indicates that the honey is there's not that much honey that's added to the products. Now let's look at the the other label, which is the nutritional label. So here, the things that I look at when I look at the nutritional label is, I look at firstly the carbs. So here it says that there's 5 grams of carbs per 100 gram. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then it says the dietary fiber. I look at that, and then you will see there's 25.4 grams of dietary fiber. So I mean, if you just go on the nutritional value or the nutritional information on the back of the pack, this is not too bad. It's very, very high in fiber, and it's very delicious. Quick and easy. You make you a little yogurt bowl. I will insert a little picture for you just to get an idea as to what it looks like. Granola, my yogurt, and I'm good to go. Another option, also part of the Carb Clever range, which is also the granola range as well, which is just the almond and cacao nib granola, which is also very delicious. I love it. I buy quite a few options, and this is also one of the options that I buy. Now let's just check out the nutritional value on this one as well. You will then see that your carbs on this bag is 4 grams per 100 gram, and then your dietary fiber is 16.3 grams per 100 gram. So if you just go on your net carbs, this is an awesome option for you to choose as well. And like I said, yogurt, granola, you're good to go. Okay, and like I will just insert a few pictures just to give you an idea as to what it looks like and what I normally do when I do have what I dubbed as a yogurt bowl, and then I would have that as breakfast as well. And sometimes I will have it with my eggs as well. I'll have my eggs and I'll have my yogurt bowl, and I'm good to go, and that would normally keep me through or carry me over until it's time for me to have my supper. I normally skip lunch. I don't have lunch. I normally just wait until supper time because I have my breakfast so late. My breakfast would either be a brunch or it would be a lunch. So that is the options, and that is normally what my day consists of. And then the other options that you can also have in mentions is that this is the MCT oil that I use. I've showed you in my previous video. I've showed you in the previous video when I did my grocery haul that this is the MCT that I use, and sometimes I will add a teaspoon of this into my yogurt as well, and this is the one that I normally use for my bulletproof coffee as well. Now, if you're starting out on keto or on low carb or banting, you will notice that your nuts and your nut butters are quite expensive. And for someone that's starting out, it can be a bit daunting, having to spend all that money on nut butters and nuts, etc. So an option for you to possibly look at is that I normally get, this is just something I get for my family in general. So I get the Black Cat peanut butter, and the one that specifically says no added sugar and salt. That's the one that I get, and this is the one that I've used. So what I would do is I would either add it into my yogurt, or I will just have a tablespoon with some fruit and I will dip my fruit in there. And another option is you can get some peanuts, which is also a cheaper option, but just try and get at least a handful. When you do indulge in the peanuts, do a handful and don't go crazy on the peanuts. It's very easy to do that and to overindulge, and then you don't lose weight, and then you wonder why you're not losing weight. You're eating clean, you're not cheating, you're doing everything right, but it might just be your portion control is a bit out of whack. Okay, so yes, so please look at the peanut butter as an option, as a start, and then as you go along, you can then obviously upgrade yourself and get some nut butters, which is Clicks has got some awesome nut butters as well as an option. There's Discam, there's Checkers, there's Pick and Pay. They've got quite a few options available, and you can have a look there and see what options are available. And that is something that should last you for quite a while, because you're not going to be eating it every day. It's going to be more of a treat or a little snack, and that should sort of keep you at least for a month and a half, if not longer. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope that you've found some inspiration in terms of what you can have for breakfast. Just one more thing that I want to say is that the other option is that if you have leftovers, which I've sometimes done, is that when I have leftovers from the previous night, I will just warm that up and then I'll have that for breakfast as well. So you don't have to be so restrictive and say to yourself, oh, I must have eggs, oh, I must have this or whatever. If you have some leftover chicken from the previous night, make a little salad and a little bit of coleslaw, and you can have that for your brunch, or you can have that as a lunch option as well. So once again, I hope you found this video informative, and I hope I've given you some options and some ideas as to what you can have when it comes to your breakfast time or when it comes to your brunch time. So I hope it really helps you, and you can obviously check out my Instagram account and get some more ideas as to what to have for breakfast, what to have for lunch, and what to have for dinner. So if you can please just do me one more favor and click on that subscribe button and click that notification button to let you know when I upload a new video. And please guys, don't be shy, give me a like and a comment down below. If you have any questions, I will try my utmost best to answer those questions for you. So once again, have a good one, God bless and all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.